back to throw. Smart. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
And the Colts first down.
From the gun, Smart. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. That's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Operating from the gun, Smart. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Smart. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 29-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic and get you scored on again.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
Incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on third down. Smart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
3.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Eric Kendricks.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 3 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Smart looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Working out of the gun. Love escaping the pressure right. And Tate's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
From the gun, Love. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Just like that. Check 53 flag. Check 53 flag.
Operating from the gun. Smart over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smart, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Smart. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Colts send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking on the midfield logo. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Go, go, go.
2nd down, Love. Caught right side, Tate. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Single, 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 single.
Going back to Love. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Colts 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again. Smart. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Campbell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Smart. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Love once more. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Love. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Smart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Love now on second down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A final shot before break. Smart. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 36. Now a give, right side. Hargrove. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down, Love. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
At the 8-yard line.
Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Smart. And this one's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And it's third and short.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on third down. Smart. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
First down, Hargrove, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Throw on On the quick slant, going to be complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. From the gun. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st and 10. Smart. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smart. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for number 10.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st down.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smart. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Packers 13, Colts 10.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A gain of 4.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Hargrove. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
They run with Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Smart. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Colts.
Operating from the gun. Smart, eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Smart. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back. Smart. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move them back within 6 now.
19.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First down, Love to pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
15-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. They got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.